Do you guys ever feel like you put some dream out there and then immediately life happens, right? And your dream feels not farther away than ever, but just like there's so much standing in the way. And I'm laughing because at the beginning of the year, I posted my big goals video, and one of my huge aspirations was to be making more videos for you. I have so many ideas, so many things that I want to put out there to help, and then everything has just been a bit of a ride in the last couple of months. So if you can't already tell, this video is going to be just a really informal chat with me. Let's catch up. I have so much to fill you in on. For starters, this little love is 2 months old. He was 2 months yesterday, and it's so wonderful, but it's such a blur. The postpartum period is always kind of everywhere, right? He's my fourth boy. And if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, big welcome. I'm Amber with Solutions for Simplicity, but I figure most of you know me by now, and I'm so honored that you've been a part of this journey. I want to catch you up on so many big things that are going on for me personally, and especially professionally, for my business and this YouTube channel. And you know, it's all so exciting. Hey, baby. The irony is that I got the idea to start Solutions for Simplicity almost 3 years ago. It was April 2019 that I just felt called to share so many things I had learned both the hard way and through my academic research on how we could simplify our lives, because I am a busy working mom of now 4 young kids, and I struggled so hard the first few years trying to navigate my demanding job with being the mom and the wife that I wanted to be. Hi, baby. And so I set out on this mission to share with you the things that were helping. Now, I have never wanted to give the impression that I have it all figured out or have it all together. In fact, if you follow me over on Instagram, you can see the behind the scenes of my life and the fact that I'm kind of a regular hot mess in so many ways. But that being said, I am so full of dreams and ambition, and I love my job. I love my university job. I'm a full-time professor, and I love my kids. And then I'm just so passionate about this business and this YouTube channel. And so I'm incredibly grateful for how it is picking up and the exciting new ventures that are presenting themselves. I feel like I'm really on the brink of this turning into so much more. But hang on, let me nurse this little guy, get him happy again, and then we will continue our chat. So as I was saying, the great irony is that I started Solutions for Simplicity to share all of these proven science-backed tips and strategies for making our lives easier. And then adding in this business and this YouTube channel has inevitably made my life so much more complicated, because there is no shortage of things I could or should or want to do to grow this business, because I love it and because it does seem to be resonating with you, and I'm just so honored by what this is turning into. It's always been something that I hoped in the back of my mind would eventually free my husband and I up financially, so that he might be able to quit his job, or we can just have more time together. That's really what is always most important, right? Is our time. It's so precious. And so while things are moving in such a positive direction, I just have maybe too many sticks in the fire, whatever the analogy is that's best here. I have so many different things going on, and that has just amped up that much more in the last couple of months right after he was born, because I got invited to speak and sell at this vendor event, this big women's conference going on in my state here at the end of this month. I'm so excited about it. I'm just really, really honored to be able to participate. It's going to be an incredible opportunity, but it also seemed like this moment where I should take advantage of the chance to launch the merchandise that I have long wanted to create for you. All of these resources to inspire and motivate, and then provide productivity and time management tools. So I already have my Pinpoint Your Priorities notepads that have been a huge success. Thank you to those of you that have purchased one. But in the meantime, I then have created this whole line of journals, and now t-shirts, backpacks, other notepads, so many things that I'm so proud of, and I might make a whole other video on that. I'll put some links in the description if you want to check any of that out yourself. But on top of the design process, God bless you. God bless you. Then there's just so much more that goes into all of it, right? It's not like you just snap your fingers and these things appear. So I've been learning so much along the way, and I'm down to just some final steps, but trying to, launch an Etsy shop and get all of these things online for other people to be able to purchase them, get everything that I need for my vendor booth and selling in person. That's a whole new thing. And he is sleeping great. I feel so lucky because I have definitely experienced those years of sleep deprivation with my other kids, especially my first. Learned a lot about how to get babies to sleep over the years. And I mean, the big challenge for me at least does seem to happen around the 4-month regression mark. So we will see, fingers crossed, that we've maybe figured it out, 4th time's the charm. Anyway, he is sleeping great. I am then staying up way too late and working at night. And so I'm still exhausted and just not maybe giving myself the rest that I need to think clearly and perform as well during the day. But I'm just so excited to do this stuff. And when else am I going to do it? I am technically on, I guess you would call it maternity leave, because I'm not teaching in person until April. But again, that was an accommodation that I worked out with my university because I taught extra in the fall, and there's no break from my research. I have so many research projects that I need to finish up and send off, and so I'm trying to do all of that at the same time that I'm keeping up with service commitments and email from students and colleagues. And so there's my university job that's always running, and then with this business, there are just so many things I want to do. I had recently purchased some new website stuff, so I'm working on a website redesign. I have so many half-filmed videos or even fully filmed videos that just need to be edited, and it's crazy that there just aren't enough hours in the day. This is the perpetual problem, and the problem that I pride myself on helping you solve, right? Making more time for what matters to you. And then in reality, I am just so all over the place with all of these million things going on. Not to mention my 4 kids and their schedules and all their school stuff and my husband's job and the house. Oh, and then last weekend we had family in town for this little guy's baptism, and that was so special, but of course so much work to clean and get ready for guests, and then whirlwind of a weekend, and then kind of clean and decompress after everybody was here. That's been crazy. I have a whole list actually that I wrote down of things I wanted to cover in this video, so let me glance through here. Let me know in the comments if you're like this too, but if I don't write it down, it goes straight out of my head. Another thing that I've been struggling with is, I don't know if it's just from pregnancy or that I'm getting older, but I'm having trouble reading. My eyes aren't doing so well these days, and so I need to go in and see if I need a different prescription or if I need reading glasses, but it makes it really hard for me to look at the computer and see the things that I need to see to do my work, so that's been a bit of a challenge. I also am so scattered right now because I have been staying downstairs to just kind of have some time and space with the baby, but my office and my work stuff is all upstairs, and then I started remodeling my office, and I've got a really exciting video coming on that, but it's not quite done because I have to do bits and pieces here and there. And anyway, I have like, you know, some computers upstairs and then charger down here, or I've just been doing work all over the place, and I feel like I never have everything all in one spot when I need it, where I need it. It's like the worst productivity situation that could be. It's breaking all of the rules for how to be productive. So I'm trying to get organized and really get back on track with all of that. Oh, and it's also really hard to be productive when I usually only have one hand free at a time. I've been, of course, snuggling this guy as often as I can, so that makes it hard to type or do too much, right? So, oh well. What else here? Let's see. I think those are the big things. It's just, you know, it's, I guess, back to my initial point at the start of this video. We have these callings on our heart, and I genuinely feel that Solutions for Simplicity is a way that I am meant to help people. It's a way that I'm finding self-expression and so much reward from just connecting with you, putting these ideas out there, trying to share these helpful tips, and at the same time, yeah, I mean, kind of pick whichever way you want to see this. Either we set goals, make plans, and then God laughs because he has other plans for us, or, you know, we set out to do something and the devil immediately steps in to obstruct our path. This is what Steven Pressfield calls resistance. So if you have not already, check out his book, The War of Art. It's a really awesome book, not just for creators or you know, people who write or are working on projects, but just in general. It's like anytime you want to do something, anytime you have an idea, this real phenomenon of resistance immediately pops up and tries to derail you. I know you've experienced that, and it's a great book, and it talks about all these ways that you can break that cycle. The other thing that comes to mind is Matthew Kelly's amazing book, Life is Messy. I'll put a link for that down in the description as well. But he talks about this Charlotte's Web principle that he starts out with a quote from the book Charlotte's Web that I'll put up here. But basically about how life is endlessly complicated because one thing will always lead to another, will always lead to another, always lead to another. So first point is that I feel resistance all over my life, where I have these ideas and I know how much Solutions for Simplicity could be, and all of these things are working, right? It's all happening, but I am really at the point where I need some help. I've been trying to do it all myself. I've been in that solopreneur phase, and it's been a side hustle that I've squeezed in early mornings, late at night, and it's really just, thankfully, I mean, like, I'm so blessed, right? But responding to emails, shipping orders, all of the back end stuff, finances, accounting, like it's becoming more and more time consuming, and that's a good thing. I'm so honored. But yeah, resistance because I have these ideas and then I have other responsibilities, things that are way more important, right? Like my family and of course keeping up with my real job. So it's just like, okay, these dreams, they're there and it's gonna be what God intends, but I have to just take it one step at a time. And I have so many different projects and things going on for Solutions for Simplicity right now that I feel like I'm not doing anything as great as I should be. But again, I'm only 2 months after having this little baby, so maybe I need to give myself more grace and be proud of all of that. Second point was then that because of the Charlotte's Web principle, because life is messy, I mean that this is exactly that. This is the idea of, hey, I'm gonna start this business and this YouTube channel to share some tips, and then that turned into, okay, and I need a website, and then I'll have a blog, and then I should get on Instagram, and then I should create some products and resources to help people, and then in order to do that, I need to have a sales system, and even just, you know, speaking and selling at this event has snowballed into so many things. I just can't wait to share more of it with you. And I know I'm all over the place, but I'm sorry. Just keep thinking of things to tell you. I have been contacted. There are a lot of things in the works, but I'm really honored that some companies have been reaching out and inviting me to become partners with them for various kinds of endeavors. And again, that just seems like a really encouraging sign that this business is getting noticed, that this YouTube channel is moving in the direction that I want it to go, but it's all kind of taking up time away from my ability to connect with you, which is what's most important. All of that to say, thank you again for your constant support. I love, love, love just sharing my experiences, sharing things that help, and trying to help make your life easier. But I want to be really honest that the reason I'm struggling to put out as much content as I want for you right now is because I have so many exciting things going on, and I just appreciate your patience and understanding. There are so many of you that have been here, if not from the very beginning, then from early on in all of this. And yeah, it's just something that I'm really proud of, really excited for, and then so incredibly grateful to you that are making this possible. If you liked this video, if you want more of these kind of open chat, heart-to-heart kinds of talks, then give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and then I hope to be making regular content as often as I can. You can always find me on Instagram or at solutionsforsimplicity.com. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.